Welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Subject Applied Thermal Engineering. This is the third unit, Steam Nozzle. This is the sixth session for fifth semester Diploma in Mechanical Engineering students. Now, we have to discuss a simple problem. Now it is the fifth problem. The given problem is determine the throat and exit diameter. Determine the diameter of throat and exit diameter of a convergent divergent nozzle, which will discharge 820 kg of steam per hour. So it's discharging per hour 820 kg at a pressure of 8 bar. At a pressure of 8 bar superated to 220 degrees centigrade into a chamber having 1.5 bar. That is the exit P3 value, which is given 1.5 bar. The friction loss in the divergent portion of the nozzle may be taken as 0.15. So this is the friction loss we are considering, that is 0.15 of the isentropic enthalpy drop. So this is your given problem. Now note down the values of given. First, the given value, mass is given, that is 820 kg per hour. So that is converted to kg per second, that is 820 divided by 3600, that means 60 into 60, 0.2277 kg per second. So kg per hour is converted to kg per second. Then the given pressure initial is 8 bar and T1 is 220 degrees centigrade and P3 value is 1.5 bar and there is a friction loss is 0.15, or this is the nozzle efficiency. The K is 1 minus 0.15, which is 0.85. That is 85% of the nozzle efficiency. 85% of the nozzle efficiency. Now, from the critical pressure ratio, when it is a superheated steam, we know that P2 by P1 or P2 is equal to P2 by P1 is equal to 0.546 or P2 is equal to 0.456 into P1. So here we know the value of P1 is 8 bar. Now substitute 8 into 0.546. So we multiplying with this, you will get the 4.368 bar. So the P2 value is 4.368 bar. Now from the entropy diagram or Molar diagram, mark the point A, B, C. Mark the point A, B and C. So how to mark the point A? The point A is important one with corresponding to a pressure of and temperature. Corresponding to a pressure and temperature values. Pressure value is 8 bar, that is P1 is 8 bar and the initial temperature is 220 degrees centigrade. It is a superheated temperature. Now the pressure line, the temperature line, where these two lines are meet, that is the point is A. This point A is your H1 value. So from this enthalpy value, you referring this one, you will get the 2870 kilojoules per kg. Once if you know the point A, draw a vertical line. Draw vertical line. Then how to mark the point B? From the P2 value, we know the P2 value is 4.36 bar. So this pressure line which meets this vertical line, that is the point is B. So this is the value of H2 and its enthalpy value is 2720 kilojoules per kg. So once if you know the B point, so here the B point is below the saturation line. Now this is your saturated line, or this is your dryness fraction. X2 is 0.99. 0.99 is the X2 value. How to mark the point C? This vertical line which meets the pressure line 1.5 line. So where these two lines are meet, that is the point is C. This C is the S3. S3 when it is enthalpy value is 2530 kilojoules per kg. So once this is also the point C is below the saturation line, so you note down the value of X3. So this corresponding, this dryness fraction is X3 is 0.92. In the previous problem, both the lines A and B and C are the above the dry saturated line. So we are under that condition, no need to find out the value of x2 and x3. But here the x2 and x3 are below the dry saturated line. So we are considering x2 and x3. So here we note down the same values here, h1, h2 and h3 with corresponding dryness fraction. x2 is 0.99 and x3 is 0.92. Then from the steam table corresponding to a pressure of P2 4.36 bar, then the value of this 4.36, the Vg2 value of Vg2 is 0.431 meter cube per kg. Similarly, corresponding to a pressure of 1.5 bar, note down the value of Vg3 from the steam table, 1.159 meter cube per kg. So with corresponding these two pressure lines, note down the value of Vg2 and Vg3 from the steam table. So once if you know the values, now find out the heat drop at throat. We know the formula, HD2 is equal to H1 minus H2, where H1 is 2870 minus H2 is, so this is the 2720. This is the H1 and H2. So make the difference of this, you will get the 150 kilojoules per kg. Similarly, heat drop at exit H1 minus S3, this is the formula. H1 value is the 2870 and S3 is, so from the molar diagram, S3 is 2530. Difference of this is 340. So this is the value of 150 is HD2 and 340 is the value of HD3. So once if you know the H1, HD2 and HD3, now you find the value of V2, that is velocity at the throat. This is the formula 44.72 by root of, that is the root of HD2, 44.72, HD2 is 150. So after calculation of this, you will get the 547.7 meter per second. So this is the value of velocity at the throat. Similarly, velocity at the exit 44.72 by root of K into HD3. So here you have to multiply K value, because here the exit condition, there will be some frictional nozzle efficiency is given, that is 85%, that is the loss of 0.15, which means that is the minus 1 minus 0.15 is 0.85, that is 85% of the nozzle efficiency, into HD3. HD3 is 340. So after multiplying of this and after calculation of this, you will get the 760.24 meter per second. So this is the value of V3. V3 is this one and this is the value of V2. Once if you know the velocity at the throat and velocity at the exit, now find the A2 and A3 value. So this is the formula for steam discharge at the both the condition which are equivalent. Therefore, the mass of steam discharge at throat, we know that formula M is equal to A2 V2 divided by X2 into Vg2. Therefore, A2 is equal to, this A2 is equal to, take cross multiplication M into X2 Vg2 divided by A2. So which is equal to, M is 0.2277 into X2 is 0.99 and Vg2 is from the steam table is 0.431 divided by velocity at the throat is, we have calculated 547.7. So after calculation of this, you will get the 1.177 into 10 to the power of minus 4 in meter square. This is the value of area at the throat. Now you calculate the diameter. So in the given problem, find out the diameter of the throat. Therefore, we know the A2 is equal to pi by 4 into d square. Therefore, area is, we know, 1.77 into 10 to the power of minus 4 pi by 4 into d2 square. Therefore, d2 square is equal to, this goes to numerator, that is cross multiplication, 1.77 10 to the power of minus 4 into 4 divided by pi. So after calculation of this, you will get the 2.253 into 10 to the power of minus 4, or the square root of, we are removing the square root, or therefore d2 is equal to, therefore the d2 is equal to, you will get the 0.150, which is in meter. Therefore the diameter of the throat is 0.0150. Now similarly, you calculate the diameter at the exit condition. First you will write down the formula, m is equal to a3 v3 divided by x3 and vg3. Therefore first we calculate the area, just cross multiplication of this equation, that is equal to m into x3 vg3 divided by v3. Now you substitute, the value of m is 0.2277, which is the given in the problem, and x3 from the molar diagram, that is dryness fraction at the exit 1, 0.92, and vg3 is from the steam table corresponding to a pressure. We know that 1.159 divided by v3 is velocity at the exit 1, that is 760.24. After calculation of this, you will get the 3.19 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This is the area of the exit 1, exit of the nozzle. Now you find the diameter. Therefore we know that area is equal to pi by 4 into d3 square. Therefore d3 is equal to 3.19 into 10 to the power of minus 4 into 4. This is the area into 4 divided by pi. So therefore d3 is equal to, so after calculation of this, you will get the 0.020 in meter. So this is the value is in meter. This is the diameter of the exit 1, exit of the nozzle. Thank you for the watching this video.